In this video, we're going to work on the train wheel. Here it is. We have three different sketches associated with the wheel. The first one is here, and it shows the cross section of the wheel. And we're going to make this area that's striped here first in a sketch, and then revolve it to start the wheel. And then we're going to add the peg, and we're going to be careful to put it where it needs to go so that we don't put it where one of our spokes is going to go. So let's divide it up into two steps. The first step will be to draw the sketch that corresponds to the crossed area here, revolve that, add this little peg, and then we'll add the spokes. So let's start this area here. So its size is from the center, it's 1 inch, plus this little rounded part is 1/8 of an inch, so it's 1 1/8 out, and has a thickness of 1/4. Let's start that. I'm going to make it on the XY plane. Let's see. I want this to look like a wheel when it's finished. In other words, be up and down. Why does that turn like that? It's a top view. At any rate, let's make a rectangle here. We know that's got to be 1.25 by 1/4. Whoops. All right. And then the little indentation here is, it comes in 1/8, and it has a radius of 1/4 and 3/4. So let's make another rectangle here. And then dimension from here to here is 0.25. From here to here is 0.75. Whoops. And from here to here, it's 0.125. Then we've got these fillets along here that we can take care of now. The interior fillets that we have 4 of them along here are 1/16 of an inch, 0.0625, so let's do those. Let me actually trim this section right there first. Still missing one dimension. What was that? I think it was, might have been this one. No? Which one is missing? That one. Oh, that's right. So let's go from that point to here, 0.125. Now it's fully constrained. Let's fill it by 0.0625. This area here, and this area here, this corner. We have this, some of the symbols set to be very big, so they get in the way. So let's just use the scroll wheel to make it bigger, and then go ahead and take your time. And now we have the fillet out here, which is 0.125. Actually, that's not correct. Control Z. Let's change the size of that fillet. 0.125. So here and here, and then here and here. And then we've got our wheel fully constrained, and we can revolve it. And yeah, it's not going to look the way I wanted it to. Oh well. So there's our profile. And whoops. So used to hitting extrude that I picked the wrong one, so let's pick revolve. And there's the profile is there, the axis there. Okay. So unfortunately, the home position has it looking that way instead of the other way. So I really need to turn that around, but that's okay. Okay, so we have our wheel without the spokes and without the peg. Let's make the peg. Now to make the peg, we've got to make a sketch down in here. And again, to me at least, Inventor is quirky in terms of how it orients things. I guess it just takes more experience with it. We're going to have to put that peg down in here on this plane here, and if I see, can I see the sketch plane? I can't. I don't have grid lines turned on. At any rate, it's down here. So I'm going to right-click Slice Graphics so that I can get down and not see any of that elevated area there, because I have to make my this little peg, it bites into the elevated here, the elevated part right here. So let's go ahead and put that outer part here, which has a diameter of 1/4, and it's 3/8.375 in height, and it's located at a distance 0.7 out, and it's on the horizontal axis. So let's make sure we get that on the horizontal axis. Let's just put it off the horizontal axis first, and then 0.25. And then let's make sure the center is horizontal with that center. And now we can make this distance 0.7. And we can hit the diameter of that as we've already set that, right? 0.25. Yeah. So we're fully constrained, so let's finish and then extrude this part up. Fortunately, I can't hit home. This is 0.375. So it looks like that, and that is not what it's supposed to look like. The diameter of that is 0.25, and I have a feeling that that diameter... Oh, I had it in radius mode. Careful. 0.125. Finish. And let's look at the back. Let's turn it this way, and let's just turn it a little bit that way, maybe this way. I think that's what it's supposed to look like. Okay, it looks tall though. Alright, at any rate, let's put a sketch on the top here. And we need to add another cylindrical area here, and it's got a diameter of 0.125 and a height of 0.125, so that shouldn't be any trouble, but I gotta be careful. Let me left click, right click, hit diameter, and then I can be in more familiar territory. This is 0.125, so I'll finish, and then I'll extrude and center there, and that goes up 0.125. And now I'm going to make another sketch here, and I'm going to project the geometry of that area here because I want to put a point right in the center, like so. And now I'm going to use my hole tool to make that hole 0.0625 or 1/16 of an inch in diameter, and then 0.25 downward. So I don't want that one whole. There we go. So this is not a through hole. It goes a distance, I forgot, but I know the diameter is 0.0625. And we might want to hit the, I would think we would want this to be flat at the bottom. So let's hit the drill point as flat, and that distance is 1/4 inch down, 0.25. And there we have it. I think that's okay. Okay, now is when it might be convenient to hit the home, because we're going to work on the back here. It's the only time it's convenient to make it this way, because you can't see the other side. We're going to work on the spokes, and we're going to do that from the back here. So let's put a sketch here. let me make sure that I'm on the horizontal. Okay, yeah. So I am going to make a construction line from here to here. And then I'm going to make a non-construction line. Always forget to turn that off. Going up here, but at an angle, if you look at it, it's 15 degrees. That turns out to be important because we don't want to have one of our spokes hit this little peg thingy. As you can see, it has to fit right between them. And so the information here is we're 15 degrees with respect to the horizontal, and then we're 30 degrees in size of that angle. And the large radius and small radius are 0.625 5/8 and 0.375 3/8 respectively. So let's do that. Let's first make this one. I don't care how long this is because I'm going to trim it away. But I do know that this distance to here has to be 30. And now I could draw circles at the right diameter or radius, but I'm going to use a center point arc so that I have less to trim. So I'm going to come out here and go from, let's make that 0.375. Wait, it's diameter. No, it's radius. 0.375, let's click there, and let's click there. There we go. Let's do that again, from here up to 0.625. Something ain't right. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Okay. Now we can trim away everything that we're not going to extrude. And we lost some dimensions there, but it shouldn't move around on us. So we can just go ahead and extrude, do a cut extrusion of all there. Let's make sure we didn't run into our, okay, we're over there. Okay, and now this is an obvious application of the circular patterning. Oh, I forgot to do something. Let's go back to this side. We need a hole in the center there. And that hole, we should have done earlier, I suppose, if we're going in order. It has a, let's see, where do they tell us? They tell us right here, that's what this is. So they tell us it's, why am I drawing a blank on this? Drawing a blank on what the diameter of that is. Thinking it's 0.25. And if I do some arithmetic here, that's a quarter to there. And that's 1 to there. I really don't see it. Again, I'm looking for the diameter of this hole. And I know it's staring me in the face with a little arithmetic. So this from the center all the way out, but to here is a quarter. I am going to interesting, I don't see it. There's no note anywhere. Well, I'm gonna guess that it is a quarter inch. No, it's 0.28. I remember 0.28. Why did they not? Oh, there it is. There it is. 0.28. I guess I didn't jump the gun after all. So let's hit the hole tool. I gotta finish the sketch. Now we can hit the hole tool. It's a through hole, and it's 0.28. Glad I double checked, otherwise I would have been wrong had I put that at a quarter inch. Okay, there we go. The reason I was concerned about that, or I caught that, was because I need to use that feature as my axis. So the feature here is what, extrusion 3, and then the rotation axis, I can just grab that. And I believe there are 6. Yes, 6. So there we go. If I hit the home, unfortunately it's turned around. I suppose I could try to set it up nicely like this, and then right click, set current view as home, right there, and I think we have it there. So I'm going to save this as last name, first name underscore wheel, and again the gray's getting to me, so I'm going to change this. Whoops, I don't know if I want him that color just yet, but let's make him, her, it red. No, doesn't look all that shininess. Pink? I don't know why, but I'm going to take that as pink. Let me move this guy over here. I am going to find its volume and then take a screenshot of this. This looks like it's 0.932. Looks like its volume. So there is the train wheel. Thanks for watching.